Hi, this is Rocky with Hole-in-One Locating. Thank you so much for watching our series of videos. In the last one, we covered what a utility locator was and how it worked. And we explained that it worked by applying a current and follow a frequency. So how do you apply a current? The primary method is by direct connection. So you'll see here that we've driven a ground rod into the ground. I saved you the trouble of watching me actually drive the stake into the ground. And we have our transmitter hooked up over here. We've selected the lowest frequency at 1. It's really important. You always start with a low frequency. And we've connected over here to the ground for the power box. So I could have connected up here as well if I would have wanted to. But generally I just go ahead and connect to the ground. So we are applying a current. Here's our ground rod so that it has something to return with in the earth. Now, when setting up, I always set my ground rod away from where I think the utility is going to run. So when I pulled in here, I noticed that across the road there were secondary boxes and transformers. So I'm pretty sure that this line is going to come out and go that way. So I've set my ground rod up over there. And what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and turn on my machine and hit my frequency button. Your machine might be a little different, until I match my transmitter there at 1 kilohertz. So that's what's on my transmitter as well. And I'm going to go ahead and step clear over here, and I'm going to start doing a sweep completely around the restroom. And I always go all the way around because you never really know where that utility is going to run. And I don't know, I'll turn up the volume if you can hear here. You can hear the lines actually coming into view. And so I have a signal here. So I would go ahead and paint this, and I'll show you the screen. What I mean here. So you can see the line there. It's kind of an aerial view. And there's the line that we're locating. And as it comes into view, you can see both arrows come. So there's 17.2 milliamps that I'm picking up. And the line is 4 foot 6 inches deep. So we know that's a pretty strong possibility for where that line runs. But like I said, we're going to walk all the way around and just make sure that we don't get any other signals, which we may or may not. I have not done this yet. So there's no other signals coming in. So that's the utility we're looking for. So I would go back to that location. You should hear the machine pick up here in a minute. It gives auditory clues as well as visual. And I would just begin to mark that machine. And if you see the screen here as we walk, you can see right when both arrows come together and it makes that little sound. That is right where we would be marking that utility. So I hope that explains how you directly connect to a utility with a standard pipe and cable locator. Thank you so much.